necessary for purpose of knowledge. Where it is not possible also to discuss overall law here. But what I want to state here that why these laws are made is necessary to make aware to you. Because we all see that there are a number of laws, hundreds of thousands of laws. When you will go in college or you will higher studies, you will come to know these laws. But why these laws are made is also one of the important factor which you should know. The source of laws is actually legislation. Legislation means your students will know that in Sansad or in Vidhan Sabha laws are made by our constitutions. Precedents. What is the precedent? Higher courts, high courts, supreme courts give some judgments which are binding on we all subordinate courts also on all the citizens. That is called precedents. Customary law. Customary law that is followed in time. In India, you know that there is number of various castes, reads, even I have come from Maharashtra, there is very different laws. Daman is earlier governed by Portuguese, and still therefore the Portuguese law prevailed here, and that is for what purpose? Because the customs which are followed since long has to be respected, and accordingly that law is still prevailing here. And thirdly, conventional law that goes on. But what happens beside these four, which are regular source of law, nowadays we are coming that new enactments, new laws are formed by the governments or the legislation. Why those are need of law? Why this POSCO come into force? You might be heard of Domestic Violence Act. You have heard this act law? That is Domestic Act means in domestic the woman is harassed. That is for senior citizens law. That is the parents were not maintained by the children, and therefore now the Senior Citizens Parents Act is coming into force. Why these laws are in force? These laws are now coming to force recently. These are not old laws. Because whatever happened in the society, it reflects in the law, and it makes the legislature to protect the citizens and protect the public, and for this purpose laws are made. I will give one instance which has happened in the court, and I will say that you can understand why such laws are made. You might be aware of maintenance. You know maintenance. What is maintenance? Is paid to wife or parents. Maintenance means arrangement for food, clothes, shelter. That is what, in short, I will say. What happened when I was in Mahad? One father came and filed for application for maintenance. That he want that his parents are not maintaining, his children are not maintaining, he is not breaking up with him. They are providing necessary day-to-day needs. That is at least food and shelter. Actually, he was working in nationalized bank. He retired from the nationalized bank. He was having 4 sons. 4 sons were also working in nationalized bank. They all were in Mumbai, were having separate residence. All 4 children and as well as this man. Unfortunately, his wife and that is mother of those children expired. And then the question arose, who has to maintain this old aged person? Then arrangement is made कि 3 महीने यहाँ रहेगा, 3 महीने इस बच्चे के पास उस पैसा. You are too young, you might have not seen that Bhagwan, but you will say what I am saying is like a story of Bhagwan, but Bhagwan picture came later on, but this has happened in my court in 1998. Then that man filed his case before my court, and court asked me to direct my children to provide me maintenance. Actually, he was getting good pension, but he want to teach a lesson to their his sons. Sons were called. Fortunately, in my court, no such matter is ever decided because there is one advocate, Isane, who used to get settled. That's why I referred this matter to him, Isane. He talked with all the children, but children were not ready to pay maintenance. Maintenance. This happened in 1998. This is happening day to day in the society. Children are not maintaining their parents. The parents have performed their obligations, their duties to upright their children, but they are not doing. And therefore now what happened? The new health law is coming to force. That is parents' maintenance, which is not built by peer but by the collector. Similar with manner, there was increase in sexual assault cases to the child. Child is irrespective of female or female or male. Earlier there is a law of sexual harassment was there. That is of what we call rape. But that was only the woman can fight. That is what female can fight. But now even sexual harassment can be also to a child that is below 18 years, male person, boy person. These instances were increased, and therefore what happened? The law is declared. Same thing happened when there was cruelty to a woman in the house. The Domestic Violence Act. So what I want to say that after all law is made, what is reflected in the society, and generally what happens, what reflects bad in the society is turned into a law to penalize the public. Public means the offender, wrongdoer. In that manner, the laws